I hate this computer. It's slowly dying more and more.
F.
Yeah. Anyways, what were you saying about these guys?
I don't fucking remember.
Ah.
Increased mess were created by customers or spiny fish.
Alright, if
Do
you're ready to
spiny fish.
continue.
Perhaps.
Alright. 3, 2.
Um,
Huh?
have you like uh restarted stream in Discord?
Oh, I have not.
Oh, okay. There we go. Okay.
Anyways, in 3, 2, 1.
An investigation and caught SCP-372. The method used to capture the creature is classified. The object is classified as Euclid. It's called the peripheral jumper because of the way it moves and disguises itself. The creature is able to move extremely quickly and prefers to stay out of humans' field of vision.
Why does it have red
Why
marks
is-
now?
Also, why does it sound like it's super slower?
Oh, it's going back to normal. God damn it. Computer. Okay, yeah. Anyways, why is there red marks?
Um, it got stabbed.
And why is there a yellow tail?
It pissed itself.
Okay.
Why? I'm trying to give explanations.
Jerry,
Wait, what happened?
you don't notice it has red marks and yellow tail?
What? Please rewind. What did I miss?
Not much.
Not much, really. Alright, in 3, 2, 1.
Classified. The object is classified as Euclid. It's called the peripheral jumper because of the way it moves and disguises itself. The creature is able to move extremely quickly and
That's basically what you missed.
Why do
They
they
just-
have blood? Why do you make the tail yellow?
They just keep altering its appearance for no reason.
Yeah. Alright.
It's not exactly an extremely aggressive critter.
Yeah. Anyways, 3, 2, 1.
prefers to stay out of humans' field of vision. It can most often be seen as a sharp movement in the corner of your eye. SCP-372's anomalous features, including its structure, help it act in this way. The creature has a narrow and flexible body, a long tail, and 8 pairs of thin limbs. It's about 2 meters long from its head to the tip of its tail. For being so long, the creature doesn't weigh much, only 45 kilograms. The species was previously unknown to the organization's scientists. It's been established that its body has abnormal muscle fibers. They help SCP-372 to move incredibly precisely and quickly, and they also provide it with abnormal agility. The object's limbs are covered with fine hairs that allow it to attach to practically any surface.
That does not look like fine hairs.
Yeah.
That looks more like fucking cocaine.
Would you like me to say what I think they're probably doing? They're
Sure.
probably trying to copy how a gecko's hand looks.
Oh.
But with a gecko's
Um.
hand, besides having the hairs that grip on things, it also has rippled skin. But this SCP does not have rippled skin. And it doesn't use hair. It just has its weird skin that grips.
Yeah.
Not sure
Oh
why
no,
they use gecko for this.
I'm pretty sure they're basically reading the article verbatim right now.
Yeah. They're just showing what's not in the article. That does not look like hair.
Well, yeah, but they said it was only like they're basically treating it like it's only on the hand, but the fibers are on their entire body.
Mhm.
Ah,
Gotcha.
gotcha.
Yeah, right. 3, 2, 1.
surface. There's no data regarding research on the object, and even the muscle fiber's specific property remains classified.
How does
As for the ability to
37
hold on,
take a bath?
What was that?
That was just a random thought. How do they take a bath?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Maybe they don't take one.
A stinky.
Maybe they just dip in water.
Okay. Or maybe they're like chinchillas where they have to have dust baths.
That could be it. I have to say, they probably have to avoid putting a lot of things against their skin because things will just stick to it.
Yeah. Anyways, 3, 2.
onto any surface, the mechanism is probably similar to that of terrestrial geckos. There are more than 14,000 bristles in 1 square millimeter of the surface of their feet. Each of these bristles is split into a multitude of microscopic fibers at the end, up to 1,000 of them. Their thickness doesn't exceed 0.2 microns. For comparison,
Wait,
the
where
hair
does
of a
it say
newborn
that
baby
in the
reaches
article?
Huh?
Where does it say that in the article?
400 to 1,000 fibers? I don't.
Yeah, I don't see it in the physical description. Maybe it's in one of the something?
know.
Yeah, it's not in the article. He just made that bullshit up.
Okay. I mean, I'm not surprised.
So the comparison to geckos was his thing, the amount of fibers was his thing, etc., etc. He's already going off the deep end.
Not as bad as 999.
Well, there's an entire most of the video left.
True. 3, 2, 1.
them. Their thickness doesn't exceed 0.2 microns. For comparison, the hair of a newborn baby reaches 20 to 40 microns in
It
thickness.
doesn't
As
say
a result,
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
billions of
Maybe he's reading stuff about actual geckos.
True.
that. Maybe.
these superfine processes penetrate the surface they come into contact with at a molecular level. The gecko's foot and the plane of attachment also exchange
What the
electrical charges.
Exchange. So you visualize exchanging electrical charges by making them have lightning feet.
Yes.
Mm. My favorite activity is anything but this.
Yeah.
The first becomes positively charged and the second negatively, creating a magnetic effect. But let's get back to our SCP. The peripheral jumper is known to have a specialized sensory organ. It's capable of not only echolocation but also of detecting energy flows. SCP-372 is able to
Yeah,
detect
if-
electrical impulses.
Okay, from the sounds of that, they were just reading shit about geckos.
Yeah.
Just hey, let's take a quick detour to talk about geckos. Aren't geckos cool?
Geckos
Was
are
like-
really cool.
Which is like fair. I like geckos too. I'd love to get one at some point in my life. But that's not the topic. Time and place, bro.
Yeah.
3, 2.
that occur in the brain of living creatures. It seems as though this organ helps to anticipate the movements made by any living beings nearby. This is the second feature that allows the creature to remain unnoticed. It tracks the brain signals sent to the eyes of someone who can see it and exploits the weaknesses of human vision. The easiest thing that SCP-372 can do is to run away out of sight. The object also makes extensive use of the blind spot. Maybe you've done an experiment to locate it in biology class at school. If not, you can try it now. It's pretty interesting. What you probably don't know about it is the saccades that SCP-372 is able to benefit from. These are rapid, simultaneous movements of both eyes. It happens, for example, when we read or look at something. You probably haven't even noticed that when you're observing something, you don't stare at one point, but you feel the object with your eyes. At that exact moment of a saccade, when the observers turn their heads toward the object, it manages to escape. When the eye movement is completed and the person can clearly see the place where the creature had just been, the object is no longer there. This process takes place in a fraction of a second, so SCP-372 is able to remain invisible to several potential observers at once. Nevertheless, experiments conducted by Foundation scientists prove that the object deliberately does not want to be seen. As part of the SCP-372 study, several experiments with D-Class employees were arranged. In one of them, 2 people were placed in an empty chamber measuring 5 by 6 meters. The first in the center and the second in the corner. They were
They're both in corners. They're literally pretty much both in corners. Oh my god.
Just
Don't you love doing content farms?
have you ever gone to have you ever gone to a fish place and ordered corn on the cob?
That actually sounds really good at the right fish place.
It probably could be.
One of the best chili dogs I had was at 4th and C, which is named that because 1, it's the street it's on, but 2, it's a fish place. 4th and C.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a
Huh.
pun. I did not name it. But yeah, one of the things that has is fish and chips.
Gotcha. We still have 4 minutes left.
I guess, come to think of this game is aggressively British, so maybe it's a British thing.
Wait, what?
Yeah, PlateUp was made by a British dev studio, so there's a lot of British things and lingo in it. Like Christmas crackers and calling rain boots wellies. The entire breakfast thing is based on a full English breakfast.
I thought you were talking about corn on the cob from Fish Place, some British thing.
That's exactly what I was saying.
Wow.
I was speculating that that might be a British thing because this game was made by British people. And there's a lot of like little odd things to us that are like standard British things in it.
Wait, no! No!
What?
I looked up 4th and C, and it's permanently closed. I know I hadn't been in my hometown for years, but I
Oh.
never imagined that would be closed.
Damn, they must not got enough customers.
That was an old restaurant. It was older than me.
Damn.
I'd be willing to guess that it was the pandemic.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss their food, and I guess I'll forever miss their food. God damn it.
Yeah, because there were some restaurants near me that closed during the pandemic, and they were older than me. So, yeah, I'm not surprised.
Well, I'm just going to grab some of the pictures from online that people have from their reviews and things.
Gotcha. So, we're ready to continue?
Yeah.
You ready, Jerry?
Yeah.
Alright, in 3, 2, 1.
ordered not to move and to examine the room. The anomalous object was led into the room and was left there for 5 minutes. During that time, only one employee noticed movements in his peripheral vision, several times in fact. In the same experiments under the same conditions, 2 people were placed in corners of the room diagonal to each other. Within 5 minutes, both employees were able to see the object 15 times. It turned out that each time, they noticed the creature simultaneously. Researchers suggested that SCP-372 moved to those areas of space that were in both observers' blind spots. At these moments, the object managed to successfully hide from their view. But when there was no safe place, the employees were able to see the anomaly. In the third experiment, scientists changed the initial data. They ordered 4 D-Class employees to place themselves in the 4 corners of the room. As soon as SCP-372 was released into the chamber, one of the experiment participants was severely injured. He fell to the floor, bleeding profusely. No one had witnessed the
Reaction, he just
There's not even a
falls
wound.
over. It's just a blood splatter, and he falls over without making any reactions.
God damn.
Please rewind far enough so we can see that masterpiece of a moment again.
It's just basically Gary's mod physics. 3, 2, 1.
bleeding profusely. No one had witnessed the moment of injury, nor did they see the person who did it. The uninjured
Oh my god.
employees rushed to the exit, but it was blocked. One of the
This pretty much
experiment
ends the
participants
article.
started to beat on the door with his fists, and he was also injured unexpectedly. The report states that he lost some body part, but the details are classified. One of the remaining employees lay down on the floor, assuming the fetal position. The second remained standing motionless until the end of the experiment. At the end of the prescribed 5 minutes, the first of the injured employees died, and the second one needed surgery. The employees who survived reported that they never spotted the object. In the entire history of SCP-372's containment, this incident is indicated as the only one wherein the creature injured people. The second case involving direct harm to a person is when the peripheral jumper drove the man from the beginning of this video into the insane asylum. Given the lightning speed of the attack on the first D-Class employee, he didn't
Did he ever say he was put inside of an insane asylum?
No.
I'm pretty sure it was pretty heavily implied that he was institutionalized.
It was, but they never use those words.
Right,
They use more appropriate words. They're not
That's fair.
called they're not called that.
insane asylum. The only thing I can ever see being an actual insane asylum would be Outlast. I think I'm the only one who gets that.
I'm not sure why
Let
I'm
me
looking
think.
at any of these pictures.
That's a lot of tasty looking food.
Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore. You can't eat this. You can't eat any of this.
Damn. Yeah, some of it
There's
looks
a
good.
reason why it lasted for so many years.
Eh. Alright. Let's continue.
Okay. I'm done. I'm sorry.
Do I need to click ableism for the insane asylum comment?
Yes.
I think that'd be fair. Granted, like the actual treatment at institutions are still very questionable, but at the very least, we don't call them that anymore.
Right.
We call them asylums.
Or just mental hospitals.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
didn't have time to provoke the attack. The experiment report suggests that the creature was simply hungry. At present, SCP-372 is contained in a chamber measuring 5 by 4 meters and only 2 meters high. The room's interior is finished with reinforced plexiglass. The room is also equipped with infrared motion sensors located in each
I thought
corner.
it
Food is
suggested
delivered to
it
the
might either be hungry or just trying to hide when it was the one guy. Oh, they're doing this.
Yeah.
I thought they were talking about the hiding in the body thing.
No.
Well, I mean, they did basically just like go, we think it was hungry, rather than saying the other potential explanation.
Yeah.
I still think they could have been hiding.
Yeah. But we don't know. I don't
Yeah.
think we can communicate with the peripheral jumper.
No, you can't.
I guess the only way to check is circumvent the ethics committee and do a similar test again, like right after it's been fed.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Creature through a special opening that leads into the chamber. It's fed fresh vegetables and red meat once every 14 days. Video cameras that broadcast a
Say
live
2
feed are installed on
weeks.
the helmets of the security guards working with the object. In the event of a containment breach, all site employees are required to observe and document any random movements in their peripheral vision. There's no data regarding any instances of SCP-372 escaping. In my opinion, the information in the object's file raises a lot of questions. First,
What?
some classified parts of the document seem irrelevant. For example, the D-Class employee's organ that was injured in the last experiment. I'd venture to guess that our friend who doesn't wish to be seen probably deprived him of an eye. It's unclear as to why SCP-372 isn't being monitored with high-speed cameras or at least mirrors. Rummaging through the Foundation's database, I found evidence of similar experiments that were conducted, but they didn't bring about any results.
What?
The creature
They're not monitoring it with high-speed cameras because what's the point?
Right. They're not
Like
gonna
if you
see
have
it.
if you have a thermal sensor in its containment unit, that's all that's really necessary.
Yeah.
The Foundation's goal isn't to desperately try to actually like clearly see the jumper.
Right. Oh my god. And here's where they're gonna go into theories.
But that's just a theory. A stupid theory. Thanks for
immediately went
watching.
berserk and
Yeah, sorry.
started to rush at the equipment. This led not only to damage to the recording devices, but injuries to the object itself. The experiments were stopped so that the peripheral jumper wouldn't hurt itself. From this, we can conclude that the
What?
creature doesn't have any abnormal protective properties, and that
This never happened, buddy.
Right, this has
You're
never
just-
happened.
This is just shit from a butt.
Yeah.
I thought I was taking drugs for a moment. Thank you.
he's just adding bullshit.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1.
it really doesn't want to be seen, or it can't be seen. But there's no such information in the object's official file. Instead of this important information, there's a note from a member of the O5 Council. He personally warns of a severe reprimand for any employee who uses SCP-372's properties to prank their colleagues. A comment like that could have been made by a leading scientist or a site director, but not a representative of the O5 Council. That and Foundation employees don't really seem like the stupid prankster type. This whole business of meaningless redactions and inconsequential interference by an O5 Council member looks very suspicious. I assume that the Foundation's hiding more important information related to SCP-372. Or am I just seeing conspiracy where there isn't one? What do you think? Write in the comments below if you think that the story of the peripheral
What?
jumper seems suspicious.
There's nothing
The
suspicious.
latter.
What?
There is no conspiracy. It likes me. It likes to hide.
Oh,
doesn't- Caring.
this comment did not age well. The
Well, the
Foundation's
comment.
the Foundation scientists are not the pranksters type. Dr. Bright, and I took that personally. That did not
Oh.
age well. Given current events. That did not age well. Okay, so removal of character / license, they actually kept everything.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's a 0.
Alter / added gore or violence. Actually, it kind of was less violent.
I don't think there was like really any added or altered, just terrible depictions of the violence,
Yeah.
i.e., man gets hit with blood splatter and falls over like a log.
And the person with missing limb doesn't lose any limbs.
Yeah, he's just laying there.
So- 0 again?
I think so. Or actually, wait, hold on. Let's give it a 1 for the randomly added bullshit of uh the jumper hurting itself because they
Oh,
put a bunch
yeah.
of mirrors and cameras in the room, which
Yeah.
never happens.
I'm pretty sure ethics committee wouldn't even allow that to happen because they can probably tell that's gonna hurt the creature. Yeah. Deviates from the
Granted,
plot of the article. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, granted, the ethics committee is anything but consistent.
Yeah. Sometimes they're really good. Sometimes not so much.
Sometimes they're like more powerful than the O5s. Sometimes they just kind of sit there and are stupid and sad.
Yeah. So deviates from the plot of the article.
I'd give that a 1.
You agree too, Jerry?
Yeah, it didn't deviate too much, but it did deviate a little.
Yeah, it deviated at the end and had like a couple just randomly added bullshits.
Okay. I think I only saw white people. That's what I'm saying for only men in videos on offensiveness. We did see
Were there
women.
any women?
There was one where the agent that saw the creature.
Okay, one woman, and
Right, yeah.
nobody that wasn't white.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And they
Uh,
used an ableist term.
Oh yeah.
yeah, so I'd say 2.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it didn't get as ableist as it could have been, so I guess
Salt slap.
yeah, you tried Star.
Hey, we have that.
Huh. This is our second highest video.
Let me grab that sticker. There we go.
You tried.
Alright, so I'm gonna be right back. I have to go to the bathroom. Hopefully my computer won't crash. Oh, I'm gone.
Okay.
Excuse me. I ripped the spine out of a fish. So how have you been, Jerry?
I've been okay. How about you?
I'm alright.
And I'm back.
Hello back, I'm Hatchet.
Oh my god. Jerry's only one allowed to use dad jokes. He's the dad in the call.
Wait, what? People who aren't dads can use dad jokes
I can use dad jokes?
No,
when
you're
you're
not
older
allowed.
mentally.
Alright. So, this is another SCP that's well known. SCP-217, the Clockwork Virus.
Mm.
Isn't that the virus that slowly mechanizes you from the inside?
Oh wait, before we do that, I forgot to do this. For 372, we on the bingo we got ableism, clickbait, thumbnail, added unneeded plot, deviated plot, and wrong SCP design.
Wait, you got a bingo?
No,
Oh, okay.
I was just saying that different parts that are on it.
Oh.
So yeah, we have yet to get a
Question.
bingo for this content farm.
Have you ever gotten a bingo?
Chronicles got multiple bingos. I think it was either 3 or 4 bingos on one video.
Oh.
So yes, SP Chronicles has gotten bingos. Anyways, SCP-217, aka the Clockwork Virus. Object class.
Clockwork virus.
Oh my god. Object class Keter. Special containment procedures. Containment area is to be kept behind 2 reverse pressure airlocks, chemical shower sterilization, full contained atmosphere hazmat suits, and 24-hour post-interaction quarantine and testing are mandatory for all personnel entering containment area. Should containment be breached, the blast door for the containment and research area will seal, and the chemical agent ZER-217-11 will be pumped into the air. Any humans exposed to 217 are to be contained and held for observation. Any items touched by those affected by 217 must be sterilized. Description: SCP-217 is a virus incurable by current means. The rate of infectivity is at 100%. It affects all organisms in the kingdom Animalia, Animalia and can be spread via touch or contact with bodily fluid. 217 is very hardy and can survive for years outside the host body. The progress of the infection is very slow, with some subjects going several years before manifesting any symptoms. 217 alters the biochemistry for organic tissues, causing organic matter to rearrange into a form of organic metal. The process involved with this change are not yet fully understood, but the advanced stages are well documented. The subject will begin to turn into a complex arrangement of gears and clockwork, these taking over the former biological functions. Advanced stage infection is reported to be very painful, but earlier stages are oftentimes unnoticed, with only vague feelings of confusion, insomnia, and joint stiffness. Hearts are replaced by gears and small tubes, joints by gear networks, eyes by structures not unlike primitive hand crank film cameras, etc. 217 217 shows first on the outside of the body in all creatures except mammals. In mammals, it first converts the internal structure before manifesting outside the body. This can cause those infected to go for very long periods of time. Huh?
I have to step away.
Okay.
So I'll be gone for about a half hour. Y'all can continue without me like normal.
Hey,
Okay.
have fun.
Aliens.
Yeah, this can cause those infected to go for very long periods of time without knowing of infection. 217 has been slow to totally convert the inside of the body before showing any externally visible symptoms. 217 has infected several major metropolitan areas in the past, most notably Redacted. The mental state of those in middle to advanced stages of infection has been shown to be much diminished. Subjects respond to in a repetitive fashion, are very dull and mechanical in action, are easily distracted and confused, and appear generally irritable when faced with new problems. In addition, research on a fully converted brain has data expunged. Document 217-6. Notes on symptoms. Subjects infected by 217 have, at early stages, reported no major symptoms aside from increased lethargy and a general lack of emotional response. Some have reported a feeling of fluttering or moving under the skin, coupled with persistent ticking noise. This noise seems most prominent when 217 infects the soldier's neck and head. However, it is inaudible if recording equipment is pressed against an infected area. Initial effect of 217 is, as has been already stated, almost undetectable. As the infection advances, subjects will begin to feel sharp tearing pain in areas that are being converted. It has been compared to a knife wound or deep muscle tear and can persist for hours or several days, depending on both the subject and the area infected. The new clockwork organs appear to tear and rip at tissue for a short time, before becoming fully integrated and settling into the surrounding tissue, and this is believed to account for the pain. Areas infected appear to be metal, mainly brass, steel, and iron. Other substances have been reported appearing to be leather, rubber, glass, wood, and other basic materials. Despite appearances, it is purely organic material, and even carries the subject's DNA. Organs and tissues affected appear more resilient to normal, carrying the same strength and density as the materials they resemble. Instead of normal tissue density, areas damaged repair over time, but is much slower than standard human regeneration. Damaged areas can be instantly repaired by replacing damaged areas with new parts of the same type. Testing has showed that there are no ill effects if parts made from normal materials, steel, wood, leather, replace the existing biomechanical clockworks. Most alarming, people infected with 217 can continue for months, even years, without being detected. With infections so easy to spread, hundreds could be infected before proper containment could be enforced. Infection appears to spread most quickly in large offices, malls, and other large concentrations of people. Note, anything or anyone suspected or confirmed to be infected with 217 is not to be allowed near SCP-882. And, yeah, that's what I thought. SCP-882. Oh, yeah, it's a big chunk of metal thing that's part of the Broken God, that if any metal object touching it will be permanently affixed to it. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because basically, if you touch it, you're there forever. Yeah. That makes sense. And then at this time, cross-experimentation between 229 and 217 is allowed only with O5 approval. Okay, I don't know what 229 is. Right, 229 appears to be a mass of wires and cables. Superficially, they appear to be raw copper wire, insulated Ethernet cable, phone cable, power lines, and many other forms of electrical cable. The current mass weighs 94 kilograms at last measurement. 229 is tentatively identified as a form of silicon-based life. 229 is a highly invasive parasite, attacking anything carrying even a low electrical current. 229 will grow several centimeters every hour and form connectors to attach to electrical power sources. All socket plugs, USB connectors, etc. 229 will also splice itself into power lines and existing wires, or no connection is available. 229 appears to feed off electricity. Okay, so it's basically a bunch of wires that have silicon-based life that just that's parasitic and wants to eat electricity. Okay. Okay, that makes okay. So now we know everything. It's written by Dr. Gears. Not surprising. Alright, you ready to see the thumbnail, Jerry?
Sure.
Let's see if it's better or worse than the previous one.
Why are you laughing? That's not a good sign.
I haven't seen it yet. Oh. Okay.
What?
In 3, 2, 1.
That's the wrong design, but it's the right concept-ish. But
Yeah.
also, this weirds me out, how he's like acting like a doctor when he's not a doctor.
Yeah.
Is this a 1 or a 2?
I would say 1 because it's still. Hmm.
It's not too far off, but the design is still wrong. And yeah, 1 seems right. It's not especially clickbaity, it's only a little clickbaity.
Alright.
It just bugs me. Doesn't it bug you?
Yeah, but it's a little bit. Alright. Let's see.
I'm sure that each.
They,
Oh, fuck off. Sorry.
they even put a gear in her face instead of machinery. Like it only replaces you with gears.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, maybe the video's better, but maybe.
Alright, it does have the license, SCP, and author, and in the. Oh no. In the description,
What?
it says, I call SCP-217 an object with a pedigree. It's an incurable clockwork virus that turns people into walking robots. It was previously part of
That,
another object that was considered a deity in one of the related hubs. True, but also
uh,
not part of the SCP at hand.
gonna do bullshit, isn't it?
It's gonna talk about the Church of the Broken God.
It's not gonna do as good as the last one, is it?
No.
Oh, come on, the thumbnail was not that bad,
Alright, are you ready?
I guess.
3. Okay, there's no ad this time. Alright, in 3, 2, 1.
I'm sure that each of you have heard the opinion that technology has captivated the modern world. No, I'm not going to talk about the dangers of devices or gadgets.
I
My
would
name's
like
Detective Void,
to
and
comment that this has very little to do with modern technology. The
Yeah.
technology that it shows through this is kind of like a highly advanced version of automatons, which is a whole different type of technology than computer chips.
Yeah, and some of the stuff it talked about seemed to be outdated technology.
Yes. Do you know what an automaton is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess I just realized I do not know if every viewer would know, so I guess we need to explain.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, basically, the idea of automatons has been around since ancient Greece, but it wasn't until uh, more modern-ish era, like a few hundred years ago or something, of in the history of England and Europe as a whole, that they started making successful automatons, I believe. And these are basically robots, but they use gears and they do not use batteries or the like. Not modern batteries, anyway. I do not know if they have anything like that, but as far as I know, rather than using batteries, they use wind up gears and things like that.
Yeah.
So SCP 217 is a more advanced version of that, meaning they wouldn't be using wires, they would instead be using gears and things you might see for a car engine and other stuff. They would not be using data chips, they wouldn't be using anything considered modern, although it's still technically modern technology. It is not a computer, it's like a machine without computer, no
Yeah.
internet. So these people who are infected by the virus turn into something like that, not something that could be compared to modern technology.
Yeah.
It's still very advanced in some ways, just not the same way.
Mm-hmm. 3. This is only 9 seconds, Jerry.
Uh,
It's like a steampunk version of the metal virus from Sonic Archie comics. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yes, that is exactly what it's like.
Oh, you know what?
Skittle Dragon.
You know that too? The metal virus from Sonic?
Yes.
Yeah, I really like that because I like horror mixed with child, like, cartoons and shit. So yeah, that's
I
the...
guess
Huh?
for those who don't know about the Archie comics, it's like the roboticization of all Sonic games, only it's steampunk themed.
Yeah. Yeah, alright.
Which, if you've played or watched the video games, all the enemies that you fight are actually
People.
animals that have been turned into robots. When you beat them, the little animal flies off the screen because it's the enemy. You just freed it. Congratulations.
Oh, Jerry, I guess you don't know. What Skittle Dragon is talking about, there's a comic where Robotnik creates a metal
I
virus.
know, I'm
Oh.
saying for those who haven't
Oh.
read the comic.
Oh, okay.
Did you miss that part?
No. Maybe. I don't know.
I'm like, for those who have not read the comic, you're like, oh, you're reading it, you're talking like you aren't talking about the comic. This means you must not have, you don't know what it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never read the comic, but I've basically listened to enough things that talk about the comic. I know what it is.
Yeah.
That's not what I was talking about. I was trying to help people
Ah.
understand. Okay?
Yeah. I just remember Sonic got infected by the metal virus.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Anyways, let's continue with this video and see how bad it
Thank you,
gets.
Skittle Dragon, for the reference. It helped us explain better.
Yeah. Alright, in 3, 2, 1.
We only discuss SCP objects on this channel. Today, our focus is on SCP-217, aka the Clockwork Virus. It has a certain pedigree, so we'll talk about a whole series of objects, among which are even aliens and gods. In 1943,
Oh my
this
God.
anomalous little family narrowly took over the world. But we'll get to that in due time.
What?
SCP-217
What?
belongs to the Keter.
What?
Okay.
The only origin I know about 217 is, I hate to bring it up, is from the Ouroboros cycle, where 217 was a byproduct of the broken god being brought back.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it is. And also the fact that the Church of Broken God uses 217 on its members. Not sure if Jerry knew about that. Because that's the
About
thing.
what?
That Church of Broken God uses 217 on its members.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they do. They use it.
Oh.
That's why some
Do
of
they,
them appear robotic in origin, is because they use 217.
do they realize their god does not approve?
Probably not.
Okay.
Which means we gotta bring that up when we redo the GOI tier listing, seeing if applying a deadly virus to its members would move them down. Yeah, anyways.
Class and is an incurable virus previously unknown to science.
What is
It's transmitted
this?
during contact with either a contaminated surface or an infected living creature. In the latter case, bodily fluids from infected subjects also become dangerous. Meanwhile, the chance of getting infected during contact is almost 100%. The pathogen is dangerous for all organisms in the animal kingdom. That is,
My
it doesn't
God.
just affect plants, mushrooms, other viruses, and bacteria. In addition to its incredible resistance, SCP-217 has
It wouldn't infect plants. The only kingdom it goes after is Animalia. And I hate to break it to you, plants aren't in that kingdom.
I don't think insects count as that kingdom either.
I thought insects would be in Animalia.
Let me look up. I don't think they're in there.
Also, I'm not sure if fungus is in Animalia either.
I do not think they are. I think they're their own branch.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, fungi are in its own kingdom.
Okay. And I'm guessing insects are or are not in Animalia.
I don't think they are, but I am looking it around. They do count as being part of Animalia, apparently.
Okay, so yeah.
I did not know they were in the Animalia kingdom.
Hmm. Oh, I just realized what would be fucking terrifying.
What?
If a couple mosquitoes got infected.
Ah!
Oh my
You're like, let's
god.
think of the most murder hobo-y thing in the Animalia family.
Yeah.
Mosquitoes.
Just imagine how widespread and how fast that virus would spread.
You know what? Why don't we just continue watching the idiot?
Yeah. Alright, 3, 2. Oh, so I forgot. There, yeah. Alright, in 3, 2, 1.
has the ability to not manifest in an infected person's body for a long time. People may not experience symptoms for several years, or they may not pay attention to them. The virus affects the structure of living tissues, turning them into something called organic metal.
I'm sorry for what the fuck did I just witness? What is this brown shit and this gray shit?
I think that's their version of fat and, I guess, metal.
Well, this is before it turns it into.
Why don't we just click wrong anatomy?
Yeah, because I don't know what that is supposed to be.
Also, click wrong SCP design because they definitely cyberpunked that leg.
Fair, yeah. Alright, I gotta find it. There we go. 3, 2, 1.
Organic metal, the biochemical
Oh,
Sorry,
wow.
looking for
processes in the body.
steampunk,
Oh,
not
God damn it.
cyberpunk.
Yeah, that is like cyborg levels. Fucking.
Like I said, we're looking for steampunk, not cyberpunk.
Yeah.
So you clicked wrong SCP design?
Yeah. Yeah, I already did.
No. Let's find out what else they say.
Yep.
change, and together with an
How
unknown
bad
anomalous
can
force,
they get? Don't quote me on that.
Oh my god. Only parts of
Like,
it
you
are
think that
correct.
adding a bunch of random gears would suddenly make it No, that's not how it works. You don't just throw a bunch of random gears. We can tell the difference between steampunk and tossing a bunch of gears onto cyberpunk and pretending it's the same.
Also, in some cases, hold on, I gotta remember where it was put. Essentially, there's no, hold on, there were some other parts. There was some other parts that weren't technically, Gotta find it. Where was it? Yeah, have been imported using either leather, rubber, glass, wood, and other basic materials. So that can also appear, but that ain't here. I don't know what the fuck this shit is. This is iRobot shit. Please, Fury, please tell me you understood what I meant by that.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said this is some iRobot shit.
I don't think it looks that good, but it definitely is not. You just press play.
Yeah.
They
I don't
transform the
think they
infected creature.
know how steampunk looks in any way whatsoever. I don't think they know how automatons look.
Yeah.
Do they think throwing a bunch of gears in is how it works? Because that's not. Gears were used because they specifically helped everything function and move. They were very useful. If a gear broke, you were fucked until that gear was replaced. You had to find out which gear it was.
Yep.
It's just another type of. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
They use
into a
other
complex
things
clock.
besides gears too. Sorry.
Yeah, anyways, 3, 2, 1.
To a complex clock mechanism, consisting of a multitude of gears and other parts that take over the functions of the corresponding parts of the body. The joints change to a system of gears. The heart turns into a mechanism of tubes and gears. And the eyes function like old film.
That is not old film cameras.
Is
This
one of their version of a gear rewind it slightly to when they show the shoulder?
Yeah. Also, those are Terminator eyes, not the old
Yeah,
camera.
fair. Also, but can you get it back to when it was showing the shoulder? Yeah, you see the one giant wheel? You notice it's not designed like a gear, but it's designed like a water wheel?
Yeah.
Why'd they do that?
I don't know if I know.
What purpose does that serve?
I don't know.
Water wheels are totally different than gears. And you know what? Keep going.
Yeah.
To a mechanism of tubes and gears. And the eyes function like old film cameras. Foundation scientists have not yet been able to study the transformation process in detail. It's known that in the early stages of SCP-217 infection, the subject may experience only mild agitation, sleep disturbances, and joint stiffness. The phase of changes that cause severe pain comes.
Huh?
They're like, in the early stages, it shows mild agitation. The guy's running around like they're hyperventilating in full panic.
Yeah.
Mild, yeah?
Yeah.
Also, I think the symptoms would be a bit more mild if it was in the early stages, the physical transformation.
Yeah.
That is
Later,
not
these
starting symptoms.
Yeah.
mutations primarily manifest on the surface of the body in all creatures except mammals, including humans. The transformation.
Oh yeah, and it's totally not on the surface of humans. Totally not on the surface of humans, not at all. Right, Jerry? There's nothing shown on the surface of humans. Nothing at all. It's all on the inside, right, Jerry? Sarcasm.
That's definitely strong sarcasm.
3, 2, 1.
Of a person begins from the inside and can be fully completed before the appearance of external symptoms. The initial stages of infection are accompanied.
One, we don't have a person who's fully completed yet, as far as I'm aware, by the way it's said in SCP.
We do not have someone who's been fully converted yet. So we don't know if it can fully convert someone.
Yeah, because it looks like they didn't have as great. How do I fucking put this without sounding awful? Seemed like when it was integrating the brain, it didn't help with their intelligence. Like they
Yeah,
got
basically, when it gets to the brain, it kind of stalls and
yeah,
doesn't fully pan out.
yeah. I was trying so hard not to sound like an awful person saying that. I didn't want to sound
It's
ableistic.
okay to have trouble saying it.
Three, three, two, one.
Accompanied by a severe apathy and a general blunting of emotional reactions. Some of the infected patients reported feeling movement under their skin and an accompanying ticking noise. It can be heard throughout the whole body with a stethoscope. For an infected person, the sounds are most distinct when the pathogen spreads through the shoulders, neck, and head. In the later stages of infection, but before the appearance of external symptoms, the patient's mental state worsens. They're in a depressed mood all the time, and get irritated when faced with new tasks. The actions of the infected become repetitive and mechanical, and they easily lose focus and get distracted. There have been studies of the human brain after complete transformation, but the results are classified. In the stage when
It has never been completed. It's been partially completed. Quit saying fully completed. Because I'm guessing once it goes to the brain, most people just end up dying.
There's a reason why the Church of the Broken God really liked the one guy from that different universe, alternate timeline, where people were basically permanently fused to their machine suits. They
Yeah.
thought he was amazing, and it allowed him to have a relatively normal rest of his life until he died. He thanked the Foundation for helping him,
Yeah.
and the church loved him. And they wouldn't have thought of him as such an ideal person if the virus worked as good as as he's trying to say.
Yeah.
So he's just giving wrong history, wrong information.
Which makes you wonder, because the members do eventually stop spreading. So, does that mean the Church of Broken God has a way to stop it?
The virus?
Yeah, because eventually they never have their bodies fully transformed.
They probably do have a way to stop it.
Yeah. They
But
sure.
honestly, would they share that information with the Foundation when the Foundation gets so aggressive with them sometimes?
Probably not.
Also, the Foundation is also friends with groups that are not friends with Broken God Church thing.
Yeah.
So, I wish they would share that information, but they're probably not going to, and I can't blame them.
Yeah. Alright. 3, 2, 1.
major internal organs and structures are being transformed, the subjects begin to experience severe pain. They turn into parts made of either organic metal that looks like steel, iron, and brass, or of materials that look like rubber, leather, wood, or glass.
For. Hold on. For rubber, why do you use a fucking tire?
You know, you say rubber, wood, and glass, but you don't show it. You made him look cyberpunk. Don't pull that bullshit.
Cyberpunk 2077. I'm sorry.
Uh,
I played that game once and I fucking hated it. No, thankfully I didn't pay for it. It was a Christmas gift. Yeah. Anyways, 3, 2, 1.
These parts cut into the remaining living tissue, causing a sensation like a torn ligament or a knife wound. The new structural elements of the body have the density and strength of the materials they resemble. Meanwhile, they're much more resilient and contain the DNA of the infected patient. Parts of the mechanism are capable of regeneration, but it's noticeably slower than in living tissues. Experiments have shown that the parts transformed by the virus can be replaced. The body is not harmed by the use of spare parts made of ordinary technical material. They should be made from the same metal that a damaged biomechanical analog looks like. In fact,
As I showed, there's no real effects parts made from normal materials, steel, wood, and leather, replacing existing biomechanical clockworks. So, no. It doesn't have to be the exact same. You can literally just attach a fully wooden arm, and it would work just fine.
Man, I tried not to show my frustration, but I think that was the most frustrated I've had in a while.
Yeah.
A person infected with SCP-217 can be repaired like a car. The Foundation is aware of at least one incident involving a mass infection of the clockwork virus in several metropolitan areas. The date of the incident and the names of the localities are classified, so it's...
What was that?
I was just muttering myself, don't compare people to cars.
Yeah. Oh, well, no, it did say metropolitan area.
Well, yeah, but they didn't say you can repair them like cars. I mean, technically, yes, you can, but don't say that.
Wait, I just realized, would it be offensive to call people who are infected by 217 clankers?
What?
I said, would it be offensive to call people who are infected by 217 clankers?
Yes.
So basically, in SCP universe, clankers is an actual slur.
Let's not dive into that.
I feel like I'm gonna clip that.
I
Oh.
return.
Oh, hey, actually, perfect timing.
Yeah, I could hear what sounded like a chipmunk coming through my headset even before I put it on my head.
You know the clockwork virus?
Yeah.
They're doing a magical job here with it.
Basically, people infected by clockwork virus look like steampunk automatons.
Yeah,
But
eventually.
here they're making them look like cyberpunk.
Yeah. Also, I said something.
Oh
Jerry
yeah,
said,
they tossed some gears on top of the cyberpunk. They
Yeah.
think that's the same thing.
yeah. I said something you probably missed. I said to Jerry, would calling people infected by 217 clankers be bad? Jerry said yes. So I said, huh. So in SCP universe, clankers is actually a slur. Yeah. Wait till you actually see what they look like. Actually, we can probably go back.
Oh no, are you
Here
gonna
it is.
show?
Here's a person who's infected by 217.
Apparently it can fully infect you. That totally makes sense.
However, there's
Even
been no
though
such
the
case.
article, like, yeah, there's been no such cases, and the article has spoken about how it has difficulty with transforming the brain.
Yeah.
I see.
Oh,
So
yeah.
apparently they eventually turn into robots, even though that's not what it said.
Yeah. Also, here's one thing I don't think I said when we were looking at Church of Broken God learning GOI tier listing, but more often than not, the head priest of the Church of Broken God, like in each sect, infects their own members with 217. But they never fully go through the full process, if that makes sense. They
Yeah,
only
basically
partially.
they know how to stop the infection.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So people are willingly infected and then choose the time they want to stop.
Yeah. But anyways, what do you feel about this totally steampunk version of 217?
Aaron, I know that's sarcastic, but I'm going to bite the shit out of you for calling that steampunk. That is cyberpunk with a bunch of gears tossed on top. They don't know what steampunk is.
Fair enough. Anyways, Hatchet, what's your thoughts on it?
It's a thing that I'm looking at the moment.
Also, if you look at one shoulder, you'll notice that's not a giant gear on it. That's actually a giant water wheel.
Yeah.
As we all know, the best robots have gigantic water wheels for shoulders.
Yeah. Anyways. In 3, 2, 1.
Paired like a car. The Foundation is aware of at least one incident involving a mass infection of the clockwork virus in several metropolitan areas. The date of the incident and the names of the localities are
Is it
classified.
one or a bunch? They literally said one, but then they said several metropolitan areas.
SCP-217 has infected several major metropolitan areas in the past, most notably redacted.
Well, yeah, that I already know, but they said it has only had one time it happened, and then they mentioned several times it happened. They literally just contradicted themselves.
This has happened a couple times.
I know. It just still bothers me. They can stick to one thing, right? One thing.
No.
Did you? Yes, Festus. He yells. He's
Nice.
gotten his voice for the most part back.
Oh, that's good.
Aww.
But as I was gonna say, I completely forgot. Never mind.
This content farms broke you already.
I mean, it's not that. It's just ADHD, man.
That's fair. In 3, 2, 1.
So it's unclear whether there's still a threat of undetected cases among the residents of these cities. A sample of SCP-217 is currently being held in one of the Foundation zones. There are airlocks on both sides of its chamber for entry and exit. You're only allowed to be in the object's containment area if you have on a full protective suit. A sterilizing chemical shower, a 24-hour quarantine, and post-exposure medical observation are also required. In the case of depressurization, the protocol requires that the area containing the virus be sealed off, along with the laboratories where it's studied. A certain chemical agent, ZIR-217-11, is used to neutralize the pathogen and is sprayed in the air. All those infected with SCP-217 are isolated and monitored. The surface of items that may have been touched by infected persons must be sterilized. SCP-217 is part of a whole group of objects that make up one anomalous mechanical organism. There's a hub that worships it as a god. This is a religious organization called the Church of the Broken God Hub.
Hub? You mean
They're
a hub?
They're referring to the Church of Broken God Hub and not a group of interest. They don't know what GOI means. He's done this with when he was talking about the Council of Safe Serpent's Hand and GOC. He called them hubs.
Hmm.
When there are GOIs.
Well, you want to know something good?
What?
I'm giving Festus chin scratchies.
Yeah.
That is wonderful.
So, I wonder if they're gonna dive into the Ouroboros cycle version, where 217 is a byproduct of the revitalized broken god quotation
They
marks.
might do what they've done in the past and take a bunch of versions of it
Yeah.
and smash it all together like Play-Doh.
Oh my gosh, I just realized we're halfway through the video. Meaning there's gonna be halfway full of bullshit.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. I know they've already basically covered all the information, but maybe they'll talk about notable people who have been part of the Church of the Broken God in the past.
Doubtful.
I know, but I'm hoping. One of my favorite SCP characters was a member of the Church of the Broken God.
Fair enough.
It is important that I mention that Hermes, the cat, has set up in his position to begin one of his daily staring contests with the noodle.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, they just have this thing where they just fucking stare at each other for hours on end. I don't know why.
Maybe it's friend bonding.
It's certainly a thing.
I mean, it's kind of like with Buster when I take him to PetSmart sometimes, where he and the turtle just stare at each other. I don't know what it is, but he likes turtles. It's 3, 2, 1.
They believe biological life to be evil, and they worship mechanization.
No. They don't, they don't believe that. They worship McCain. They don't think, all biological life is evil, only machine.
He's just reworked the Chaos Insurgency as the ultimate mechaphiles.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, wait a minute. Oh shit, I knew I recognized that symbol for a moment. I know exactly who drew that. That's Sonny Clockwork, the most famous SCP
yeah.
artist on a platform.
Yeah.
And shocker, he doesn't credit the
Who could have guessed?
Right. You don't credit one of the most famous artists on the SCP Wiki. Shocker.
Biological life to be evil, and they worship mechanization. These fanatics, in an attempt to restore their deity, brought together a whole set of anomalous
exactly
items.
what they worship, but sure, fucking asshole.
Oh my gosh. They believe the church, they believe McCain is whatever the fuck we're looking at.
They think that the Church of the Broken God worships mechanization. I mean, yes, they believe in mechanization, but they don't worship mechanization. Okay.
As we all know, I worship the concept of sex. That's obviously the most logical conclusion from all the porn I have.
Oh my god.
Yes, this is effectively the same reasoning.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
They do a thing, therefore it's what they worship.
Yeah.
As we know, Christians all worship wine and bread. That's what they worship.
The Church of the Broken God literally believes in the God of knowledge and machinery. So, of course, one of the things they would believe in is mechanization, but that is not their entire religion.
Yeah. Two.
As we all know,
Broken from
as we all know, Christianity can be summed up as a bunch of guys who worship bread and wine. That's it.
Oh no. It's
Yeah.
basically the same thing he's doing right here, isn't it?
Yes. In 3, 2, 1.
In an attempt to restore their deity, brought together a whole set of anomalous items. As a result, they ended up with something called the Broken God, or SCP.
What the
What the
fuck did they do to McCain?
What the? Why is McCain a weird, like, a messed up version of a Dunkleosteus?
Hold on.
What's wrong with you, McCain? Are you alright? You need a hug?
This. Hold on. Isn't the more badass interpretation of McCain? And that's Sonny Clockwork. What the fuck did they do? What did they do to one of the very few good gods of the SCP universe?
They made shit. Shit from a butt.
Alright. 3, 2, 1.
P001. The mechanical entity came to life in 1942 near La Paz, Mexico. This
Oh my gosh, they're doing SCP-001 Ouroboros cycle. I forgot what chapter, but they're doing it. Because they did say 001. They're doing an Ouroboros cycle. But
Okay, how bad can it be? Okay.
but for one, it was 3 times larger than what we're seeing. And it was more humanoid shaped, I should say. I don't know what the fuck we're looking at.
Again, we're
Should
looking
you
at a
click?
bot.
I think you need to click wrong history. That's on the bingo, right?
Probably. It's bad history.
Wrong history, wrong. Yeah, bad history, wrong SCP design.
Unconnected SCPs.
Kill me now.
They're technically connected. They're just not part of the article, so I guess it still counts as not connected. Yeah.
Oh yeah, added unneeded plot, deviated plot.
Yeah.
Just speed running the bingo.
You know what? They did not add gore.
Yet.
Yet. Same brain cell.
Yeah. Anyways, 3, 2, 1.
Iron Leviathan raised the real hell there. Known in the Foundation as the 001 Apotheosis Event.
The
It caused large
Leviathan that shrinks to the size of a bug. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
scale destruction of the
001
environment in
Apotheosis Event. Sure, bud.
Right. They literally, if America they call it in Ouroboros cycle, they literally call it the Broken God.
Look, even the SCP officer they drew is looking at it doubtfully. Like, is that really the size of a Leviathan?
No.
Just looks like you know what? That's the vibe of it. It's a metal version of one of those like Chinese parade dragons.
Oh, you're right.
It's just a metal one of those that has sentient thought
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
decided to destroy everything for some reason.
Yeah. Alright. 3.
Western Mexico. Remarkably, the Foundation couldn't do anything and just watched what happened from the sidelines. At that point, a weak and small organization, the Allied Occult Initiative, came to the rescue. It later became the basis for the now powerful Global Occult Coalition. The occultists had an artifact that could allegedly stop the Broken God. The Foundation delivered an agent with an anomalous object to the 001 Apotheosis site. Then, on June 25th, 1943, an employee of the Occult Initiative somehow summoned another huge mechanical entity. It's now known as the Malfunctioning Destroyer, or SCP-2399.
1, it didn't come to Earth. 2, it fired a laser from Jupiter.
Why did they redesign it to look like a weird metal meatball?
Yeah, it does. It also looks like a giant eyeball.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I know it's their own weird redesign thing. It just looks
Wait.
something.
Oh my gosh, it's the robotic eye. It's a robotic eye version of the Eye Cthulhu from Terraria.
Oh no, you're right. I'm not. Are they just gonna wrong design every SCP they wrongfully include in here?
So yeah, so even if we didn't
Obviously.
count 001 as an connected SCP, we got one that is definitely connected.
This is so stupid.
They're just reading off the Ouroboros cycle.
Oh, well, yes. Clockwork Virus, not very big SCP. Must read Ouroboros cycle to pad runtime.
Even though they could literally just include how the Church of the Broken God uses it and can stop the clockwork virus in its members.
Nah, that's too boring.
What?
Oh, you know what I just realized? They didn't include the licensing for 2399 or motorcycle.
It was wrong of me to get excited that because they remembered the license to the one SCP, because they included many SCPs that are unrelated. Yay!
Because
All
usually,
around
if they
me are
just
familiar places.
usually we give them a pass if they just barely mention it, but they're just describing the full SCP at this point.
And showing their own magical variants of the SCPs.
Look, if they just mention it, we'll give them a pass, but they're not.
Flesh eyeball.
Flesh Ball. Out now on VHS.
Oh my god.
Rated PG-13.
We're only slightly past halfway. There's still more.
Flesh Ball.
Oh my god. It was 2, 3, 1.
It's not known exactly what happened, but the resulting mechanism shot a beam at SCP-001 and a powerful explosion occurred. As a result, the broken god broke up into separate active components. SCP-2399 is inexplicably located on Jupiter, where it caused the Great Red Spot to appear. It's known that since 1971, the object has received
Now they're just talking about 2399! An SCP in no way, shape, or form has any connection to the clockwork virus.
Have
My
we just
favorite
all
activity is
taken
having a
acid
stroke.
together?
Yeah.
I didn't take acid, I took a stroke.
Oh my god.
Fair.
3, 2, 1.
received an electromagnetic signal from the Triangulum Galaxy,
Can you
which is
take
3
us
million
with
light.
you?
What was that?
I was saying to Hatchet, take us with you.
Unfortunately, I don't think that's how strokes work.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
light years from our planet. But let's get back to the events of 43. The Foundation put the separate parts of the destroyed SCP-001 into containment. Among them was the clockwork virus. It was activated by another object, SCP-882, aka a machine. It is strictly
Technically, yes, that is part of the SCP. That is mentioned. It is not allowed to be near 882. And 229 is also mentioned. So if they mention either of those, that's fine. But they also need to include the licenses if they continue going deeper into those SCPs. If that makes sense.
Aliens.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
forbidden to place the object near SCP-217. The machine is a large pile of screws, gears, belts, and other parts. It assimilates all metal objects that it comes into contact with, turning them into new parts of its mechanism. All of them constantly rotate while making almost no noise. Another component of SCP-001 was an object made of wires. It received the number SCP-229, along with the nickname
That's
Wireweed. This is a 94-kilogram parasite identified as a silicone life form. It feeds off of electricity and attacks anything that generates even the weakest current. The entity can enter living organisms, enveloping the spine and brain. In this way, it can force the host to move towards a source of electricity. Joint experiments with SCP-229 and SCP-217 are allowed only with the permission of members of the O5 Council. Another object from this series is SCP-1139, or the
That is not connected to it. I don't know where they're getting this information.
So at this point, like, the fucking license and stuff,
Yeah.
it's just gonna be a 4.
Yeah, pretty much.
It kind of sucks they did this because otherwise it would have been like a 1 or less.
Yeah,
But they did this, and we have no choice.
it's gonna be fucking 4. It's 3, 2.
My favorite flavor is 4.
Yeah.
This is a 20-centimeter tall metal cuboid. If the object is exposed to an electric current, then anyone in the vicinity starts to speak an unknown language. Meanwhile, all of the victims forget and cannot relearn any world languages in existence. The reach of the effect's radius is exponentially proportional to the strength of the current. A weak static shock, for instance, affects people within an 80-centimeter radius. The only way to restore a person's ability to speak normally is to treat them with Class AA amnestics. During one of the raids on a Church of the Broken God outpost, Foundation operatives
Oh my
also
God.
discovered object SCP.
That's... I don't know what I'm looking at.
I know
don't
what I'm
either.
looking at. I know exactly what I'm looking at. A fucking botched abomination.
Yeah. Like, a part of it looks...
Botched-amation, if you will.
Yeah, part of it
I
looks like
will
it's a
admit-
doll, but the head is a fucking infant.
It kind of looks like some weird version of Moon Champion plopped on top of some torso of some random person.
Oh god,
And
yeah.
then they were joined to a dress of gears and metal scraps.
Alright, let's see what they captured. I swear, if they say they
So
captured McCain, they do not have McCain. They have McCain's heart, but they do not have McCain.
Foundation operatives also discovered object SCP-808, named the Mechanical Choir. This is a 16-meter cylindrical structure that tapers into a cone at the top. Its base covers 30 square meters, and was supposedly intended to be a musician at the time of the Broken God's return.
How many SCPs are they going to list? Wait,
I don't know.
I think I know what they did. They went, after reading this SCP, they went to the Church Broken God hub, looked all connected SCPs to it, and now we're just reading off every SCP connected to it. That's what I think they're
Or
doing.
at least we're reading, or at the very least, we're reading off everything connected to it until the runtime's done.
Yeah.
Because gotta have the right runtime for them YouTube ad bucks.
Yeah. Oh, I did find out why my videos are, like, restricted. Without them saying they're restricted.
No,
It's because I don't censor the swearing in the videos.
oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, that's literally what it is. Meaning, if I want to actually have my videos be seen publicly, I'm going to have to go and watch every second of the video and censor the words.
That's stupid. You can't swear if you want money.
Yeah, basically, one of the things that's now get you your video restricted is vulgar language. That means like fuck, bitch, ass.
Oh, that's stupid. That's so stupid.
Yeah.
You're an adult woman.
Mm-hmm. And
Oh no, the poor sensitive. Oh no, the poor sensitive advertisers that are like AI generated booby game. Come play the boob game of sexual assault.
Also them. Oh no, a woman swore and said the naughty words.
I actually saw, I kid you not, like I visited someone's house. A kid was watching like YouTube Kids, like only kids content. An ad played, and it was at the very end of the ad, it was a woman peeing over a pregnancy test.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's the mobile video game where you have to like go through stages of being pregnant.
Oh, what's peeing have to? Never mind.
Anyways,
I feel like my brain just broke.
that's fair.
I
Anyways,
know
Brains
you're
are
not the one
overrated.
who made that, but now it's stuck in my head. Why'd
oh,
you
brains-
do that?
I don't know.
Don't worry, Jerry. Brains are overrated.
Oh my gosh, I just realized something. That is a horrible dinosaur skeleton.
What the fuck is wrong with that dino?
It has a spine, a skull, and 2 legs.
Or arms.
Or arms, yeah.
It feels like an abstract of a skeleton.
Hatchet, quickly, tell us what dino that is.
That's obviously a child's reinterpretation of Spinosaurus aegypticus.
Actually, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, I forgot his name, but
That was complete bullshit, to be
Yeah.
clear.
yeah, that's fair. Hedge, I'm not sure if you know about this, but I don't know its name, but a new Spinosaurus got discovered.
Aaron,
Yeah.
my like official for streaming and stream updates account is nothing but dinosaur TikTok half the time. I'm very well aware.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I don't know its
There's a
name.
unicorn.
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact name either. I just know that it's got a crest that makes it look like it's a unicorn, and it's great.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
After the conclusion of the 001 Apotheosis event and the elimination of all its anomalous components, only the inactive part of SCP-001 remained. This pile of scrap metal
my
ended up
God.
at the bottom of the Gulf of California. Foundation specialists noted that if the entity had been revived amidst the current level of technology, it probably would have been impossible to avoid an XK-class end-of-the-world scenario. Indeed, even back in 1943, only members of the Occult Initiative were able to save humanity. So the Foundation had to reckon with the fact that other organizations own anomalous items too. As for the Church of the Broken God Hub, they had even attacked one of the Foundation zones. Its cover building was that of a certain company, whose name includes the word motors. A kamikaze girl drove into the building in a car, filled with canisters containing flammable compounds. The subsequent explosion destroyed the cover building and killed 5 agents. The zone itself was not damaged, but was locked down for 8 hours due to the attack.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
A kamikaze girl drove into the building. What do you mean?
I don't know.
They're speaking English, but there is no meaning
Also,
behind
what
the
is this
words.
weird shadow bullshit?
I guess it's meant to be like the scorch marks after the explosion or something.
Yeah,
That doesn't make sense to me.
that's fair.
That's not how scorch marks look.
We have 1 minute left.
Oh God, the spirit save us. Okay, let's watch.
3, 2, 1.
That followed the explosion. The kamikaze turned out to be a girl named Amanda. We know that she fell under the cult's influence, dropping out of college and disappeared. The girl was declared missing, since she hadn't contacted her parents for 2 years. She had probably spent all this time in the hub.
Why
As you
did
can
they
see,
draw her
in
with
addition
a
to the
weird
danger
soulless Karen?
I don't know.
Fucking
I
no.
don't know either.
Why are we using the word kamikaze for this?
I don't know.
Like that's a very specific thing within history.
I also find it
Can we
funny.
start with racism?
Hey,
Does this class as racism?
I don't know.
I think it just classes as historically inaccurate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I love how they're calling the Church of Broken God a cult at this point. I mean, sometimes they do act like it.
I mean, I'm
I
pretty
think
sure
that
it's
was
like,
every religion.
well, I'm pretty sure like it's been like at multiple points described as a cult within stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, of the things they could be saying, that's a pretty fair one, but
Anyways, 3, 2, 1.
that these anomalous objects pose, the SCP Foundation has to deal with related organizations, some of which are hostile. And although on the one hand, the occultists helped to stop the mechanical entity, on the other, the entity was created by hub members. The Foundation's eternal ethical dilemma regarding the
hub
destruction of
members.
anomalies is
Shut the
particularly
fuck up, man.
It's you can just say group of interest.
It was created by hub members. Who's hub? What is hub? Hub members. You see, look at this hub. And it's just
Honest though, there's actually one thing I will commend for Dr. Sumerian, an SCP YouTuber, as well as Site 442, another SCP YouTuber. They found out that the people behind Detective Floyd are a Malaysian company.
see?
I'm just saying this because they might not. understand some English words as well.
So you think there might be a language barrier?
Yeah.
I guess that could explain some of this nonsense.
Yeah. I thought I said that when we first did this, but I realized I didn't.
You're a stinky poo.
3, 2, 1.
Poignant in the history of this object. If the components of SCP-001 were unobtainable, the entity would not exist. Although in the Church of the Broken God, you could use a different object and get something completely different. But if the GOC had destroyed the artifact that summoned a malfunctioning destroyer from Jupiter, then you and I would no longer be able to philosophize on this topic. Many objects contained in
Oh
the
my
Foundation
God.
and other organizations pose a threat to humanity. Even SCP-217 can turn all living things into their own mechanical copies. Do you think the SCP Foundation should destroy anomalous objects? Or is the risk of their containment justified? Write about it in the comments below. Click
Oh yeah. Also, before we rate this, me and Jerry discussed at one point in the video. There's one animal it could affect because it is part of the king Animalia kingdom, and it would be devastating if it got affected.
Guessing you're thinking mosquitoes?
Yes, they can for a fact be affected.
Yeah.
That would be
As a
devastating.
side note, it's very redundant to say they're part of the kingdom Animalia and they're an animal. That's
Yeah.
that's what that means. If they're in the kingdom Animalia, they are an animal. That's how that works, bud.
Oh, oh. Speaking of that, you weren't here for this, but they said that it would affect plants, fungi, insects, and humans.
Well, that's not how that works. My favorite plants are the ones that are in the kingdom Animalia.
So I shouldn't have to say anything for removal of character / license. That would be a 4.
Yeah, no, that's just a 4.
Had altered or added gore or violence. At first, no, but then he added all that shit. Where like an entire city got completely fucking destroyed.
But does that classify as gore? That's the question.
I don't know. It probably classifies as
It's like I don't.
violence.
Oh well, yeah. Never mind. I forgot the word violence was in there as well. I'm a dunderhead.
Just how do we rate the violence on the amount of bullshit they entered?
I'd say 2.
You agree with that, Jerry?
Yeah.
Deviates from the plot of the article.
I think we need to do 4.
Yeah. I think 4 is the only appropriate one.
Again, I only saw white people, but there were women.
I only saw one woman, and the one woman they they drew like a soulless Karen, which I'm not sure is a good representation of women.
Slowly look back. See if there's any.
Guy.
Just white people, white people.
Find the woman
White.
they drew like a normal woman.
I know, I was looking through the rest of the video to see if there's any one who. There.
Yeah, the one they drew like a soulless Karen.
Yeah.
I'm not counting that.
So yeah, it was just white people throughout the entire video. So.
Does my personal offense at being subjected to this count?
No.
Yes.
Well, now I have conflicting answers. I'll trust Jerry because well, that just makes sense.
Fuck you.
If there's okay, listen. Here's a special little rule of thumb for everyone watching right now or at a later time. If there's ever a disagreement between Aaron and Jiri, just sheer statistically, Aaron's wrong.
Yeah, because
I hate you.
technically, while we are going by the data, technically we are using our own emotions to judge the data. Like, technically, they did add one woman, but the one woman was done so badly that I feel like we don't need to count there as being any women.
Yeah. Anyways. So, 2 or 3?
Let's. I'd say 2.
To
This is definitely doing worse than the previous one.
All around me are familiar faces.
You know what? Maybe 409 will be fine.
Yes, and maybe ducks will spontaneously decide to start eating every other animal on Earth.
Wow,
I
this
You know
personally
what?
would I
I'll be right
personally would
back.
love to die
Let
by
me just
duck.
let me just grab some water and chocolate.
it
For
went
some
by
reason,
half.
I really need chocolate right now.
Alright,
Like,
so I
seriously.
want to say this for the bingo before I go to the bathroom. We got unconnected SCPs contradiction, added unneeded plot, wrong anatomy, SCP wrong SCP design, bad history, and deviated plot. I'm now going to go to the bathroom. Goodbye.
I'm surprised we did not bingo. I'll be
Yeah.
right back.
And then it was I. I and I alone am now in control of Aaron's channel. My first decree as the new official owner of the Aaron_Eldritch channel is that you all watching shall no longer be danger noddles and shall now be danger nipples. My second decree is that burning the chat is entirely justified at all times. So light it up if you wish. My third decree is that I'm very tired. I am playing Played Up. I'm serving all sorts of things. All sorts of weird Gumby people.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. I have made some indefinite changes to your channel.
What did you do?
You see, as I took complete control of the channel for a brief time, I have made several decrees.
Uh-huh.
For the start, the the followers of the channel are no longer danger noodles; they are now danger nipples.
We are not doing that.
But they're all danger nipples.
No.
They are
Chocolate.
danger nipples. This is canon.
No, it's not.
I have my comfort.
Hey
Chocolate.
Jiri, hey Jiri, I changed danger noddles to danger nipples officially.
No, they are not called that.
They are danger nipples.
No.
Danger nipples?
They are danger nipples.
No.
Yes. I've made the executive decision that Aaron is now called Stinkbird.
I hate you.
I do too. You can't hate me nearly as much as I hate myself.
That is depressing as shit.
Yes, yes, it is. Anyway, let's continue the content for the danger nipples.
I hate you.
Noddles. Noddles.
Danger nipples.
Noddles.
But I have made the decree. They are danger nipples now.
No.
It
It
was
is law.
voted on a long time ago as danger noddles.
This is not a democracy.
Yeah,
I
it
took
is.
over the channel
Yes,
by
it is.
force.
This is not a monarchy.
It's not a monarchy either. Something being a democracy, something not being a democracy does not mean it's a monarchy.
Queen Hatchet.
Queen Hatchet.
That is in fact not the case.
Are you not fabulous enough? I think you are.
I'm not going to dignify that question with a response.
Alright.
Am I the most fabulous noodle in town?
Mm, hmm. I don't know. Have you seen a Kenyan sand boat?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes, in this town, you are the most fabulous noodle.
Anyways. We're going over to
Anyway,
SCP.
back to the content danger nipple.
Oh my god.
Noddles.
Nipples.
Oh, this was also written by Dr. Gears. Yeah, I did look into past because this was updated in 2023, which is before the video. The only thing that was different is it did not have the picture of the crystal.
Mm.
Alright. Item SCP-409, aka Contagious Crystal. Special containment procedures. No physical contact may be made with 409 for any reason. Anything making physical contact with 409 must be contained and quarantined immediately, along with any materials used in the transport of the subject. 409 must be kept in a granite case at all times. Any transportation of 409 must be done in a sealed granite container. Residue. Huh?
I was just kind of marveling because I have never heard granite pronounced as granite.
Shut up. Granite. Sorry.
I mean, it's not even actually like me mocking you. I was just marveling.
Fair. Uh, Residue from 409's effect are to be sealed in granite containers, along with any tools used to transport residue into the containers. Alright, description. SCP-409 resembles a large quartz crystal approximately 1.5 meters or 5 feet tall and 0.6 meters to feet wide. Any objects coming into contact with 409 will begin to crystallize after 3 hours. This effect will occur in any material other than granite. The crystallization will spread by approximately 2.5 centimeters, 1 inch per minute, and will convert the entire object or organism inside out and out. Subjects report this effect to be extremely painful and similar to frostbite. After complete crystallization, the object will begin to make Huh?
Similar to what?
Frostbite.
Frostbite. Oh, okay. You cut out just a tiny bit, so I couldn't hear you.
Okay. Yeah. After complete crystallization, the object will begin to make snapping and creaking noises for approximately 20 minutes, before bursting into thousands of fragments with great force. Anything touched by or touching a fragment will immediately begin to crystallize. Nothing at this time is able to reverse the effect in organic matter, including amputation in affected areas, and organic matter will only crystallize after a few centimeters around the point of contact. 409 was recovered and expunged under a pile of crystal shards several feet deep. Losses of personnel during recovery were high. Damn.
They got crystalled.
Yep. Addendum 409 1, with a suggestion of Dr. 500 00221D, Subject 409D5 was exposed to the effects of 409 and was left to become severely crystallized. After that, he was treated with SCP-500, aka the Panacea, and a complete recovery was achieved in 9 days. Subject reported that he continued to feel pain in body parts that were crystallized even after the estimated recovery time. Pain faded 13 days after the subject was treated. It is unknown if the pain effect was psychological or real during the intervening 4 days. Addendum 409 2, excessive testing has yielded no information as to why the crystallization occurs. 409 and the shards created by it are
Okay,
indistinguishable.
you're.
Okay.
Is that is Aaron cutting out for you too, Jerry?
A little, yeah. Oh, oh, she's back.
Yeah.
Alright. Addendum 409 2. Extensive testing has yielded no information as to why the crystallization occurs. 409 and the shards created by it are indistinguishable from any other quartz crystal. The effect appears to be similar to a seed crystal, where a pre-existing crystal formation is added to a solution, causing the crystal to grow. 409, however, appears to do this with all solid matter and does not need to remain in contact. How this is done, why 409 is unique among other quartz crystals, and why the granite is the only material immune are still unknown.
I wonder if it would do it to that's an interesting test. I wonder if it would do it to other crystals, like other pieces of quartz.
Good
Oh,
question.
I wonder what would
Bec-
happen if red ice came in contact with 409.
Don't say that.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Because they both do the
That sounds
exact
like
same
how an
thing.
apocalypse happens.
Yeah, I was
I
saying they
mean,
do the
yeah.
exact same thing, so like, would one conquer the other, is the question.
Or would they combine?
True. Alright. But yeah, that is quite an interesting question. I don't think it's ever been tested with other quartz.
Because like maybe the reason why like it doesn't spread to granite is because granite is like, if I remember correctly, granite is like definitionally partially quartz.
Oh.
Like when you see granite, all the little speckles in it is quartz crystals.
Huh. That actually might be why. But they've never tested it, so we don't know.
Who? Jesus Christ, that startled me.
Yeah, I forgot after starting this video, they start doing the intros like this.
How fancy.
Alright, I'm just doing it. I forgot we gotta do a thumbnail first.
Fancy, fancy. Fancy, rancy, wancy, cancy, cancy, spence, nancy, ancy. I'm alright.
You know what? I kind of wish it did happen to him. Alright, anyways, 3, 2, One.
I
4.
Hmm.
wait. You're
If
saying
it
4?
infected him, he'd be dead.
Well. Hmm.
Well, we literally have someone who was infected and survived.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but not like that.
I
The
think it was kind of. I don't know.
main thing that I kind of have an issue is that the quartz turns the entire matter of the person into quartz, and now it just looks like here it's just going on top of the body.
Yeah, I would. I would be more inclined to put this at a 1 or a 2.
The reason I think that he wouldn't be able to survive that is because it's on his arm, but it's also on his shoulder and his back.
Yeah. Well, then
Just
it's
where it is on the body, I I would be guessing his lungs should be quartz.
Okay, but is that worthy of a 4 on the clickbait scale?
Okay, that's
well,
true. I guess a 2.
and it also does say amputation would not work. You will still be infected.
Yeah, unless you get the panacea.
You're fucked.
Yeah.
So I do think that it is major clickbait. And it does have a slightly wrong design with how they put it on him.
That's fair.
It's technically the
Yeah.
right design, but it's used in a way that it's the wrong design. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel that can add up to a 2.
Yeah. Alright.
Also, I'm just now seeing the fucking clockwork virus bit. Why does it look like she's got like chainsaw chains coming out of her shoulder? I don't like this image. Wait, I'm sorry. Is this motherfucker like squeezing oil into it? Oh, I hate this
Yeah.
guy.
Yes. Anyways.
Like, here, let me help you, hot woman.
Hello, yes, sexy anime lady. You are infected, therefore I squirt oil into your crevice.
Oh no. Oh no.
What?
They have the license author and an SCP, but oh my god, the description they're giving. Curiosity, the desire to study and claim. These qualities accompany humans from birth.
What? Can you repeat that?
Curiosity, the desire to study and claim. These qualities accompany humans from birth.
Did I
That's
take drugs? I don't think I understood what you just said.
that's decide curiosity, the desire to study and claim.
I'm moving these chocolates
I
away. I
think
feel like I won't have any andes at this rate.
maybe claim is like not talking about like this is mine. Maybe it's like claim as in like I claim that I claim this to be the case.
Yeah.
But would that make sense?
No.
I mean, it makes more sense. It makes more sense in this context than the claim as in like I claim this microphone as mine.
Yeah.
It still
There's.
makes to me. It makes no sense either way. Even if one makes more sense to want someone.
Yeah. By the way, there's still more to this description.
Yes, I'm well aware.
Innate can also become their downfall if SCP-409 appears along the way. The contagious crystal, which inevitably turns all living and non-living things into quartz. Slightly correct. The non-living things get partially covered, not fully. Is perilous only before granted. I have several theories about its origin and the purpose of its appearance on Earth. Watch my video and tell me which theory you think is most probable.
Ah,
Fucking shit myself today. I shit myself today.
are
To
we just
see
going to
if
see
I
crystal
could
corn?
still feel.
This is his intros before he deleted his channel. Then
Oh,
came
so this
back.
is
Yeah.
okay. So this is just his intro.
Yeah.
I see.
Everyone ready?
No, but go ahead.
3, 2, 1.
Every summer, James went on a hike with his young son, Ronnie, into the mountains,
Well, that
through
was
forests
lame.
and caverns. This
You didn't like the intro?
Not particularly. I found that to be kind of lame. My honest reaction, lame.
Nice. 3, 2, 1.
time, they decided to visit a small granite cave in Spain. The cave was about 3 kilometers long. It was about 1 kilometer deep. The father and son planned.
Oh my god. Wait, was it? Say where exactly was covered?
The discovery place was redacted.
I know what they're going. Oh, I was going to say I know where they're going after, but never mind, because the pictures from Mexico.
Oh yeah, no.
I tried to give them the benefit of the doubt. I tried doing
Don't.
you.
You tried doing me? What the fuck?
You
What?
usually try to give them the benefit of the doubt when they do shit.
I mean, yes, I understand that, but don't phrase it like that. I tried doing you. No, in fact, you did not try doing me.
Oh my god. 3, 2, 1.
To go to the end and immediately turn back. But soon they were caught off guard by a small force majeure development. The tourists were left without any light. Small stones fell from the cave ceiling, and while they didn't cause any injuries, they had enough force to knock the flashlights out of the guy's hands and break them. They were forced to feel their way back. The bottom of the cave was very uneven, and in those conditions a fall would almost certainly mean serious injury. But when a dim light loomed on the horizon, there was hope that they would make it out without any fractures or dislocations. The dim light was coming from a large piece of quartz crystal. The light was very weak, but it would have been enough to get out of the cave painlessly. By the white glow of the crystal, they could see that the space around them was completely filled with cave moss. James suggested that they sit down and take a breather before picking up the crystal to use it as a light source.
I feel
Wait.
like that's unrealistic.
Yeah, because cave moss is organic and living material. It would be turned
It
into
would
crystal.
crystallize, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Not.
he doesn't count it as organic enough.
Yeah.
As we all know, moss is, in fact, not organic at all, and is, in fact... I can't be fucked to keep up this stupid joke. Let's just continue.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Course and continuing on. James perched right on the moss, but Ronnie's teenage fastidiousness wouldn't let him. He found the moss to be too disgusting and
I think he's got a word of the day calendar. Just casually drops the word fastidiousness.
Yeah.
chose to sit on a bare chunk of granite. After a short pause, James reached for the crystal to pry a small piece off the lump of rock. But as soon as he touched the crystal, James felt an incredibly strong, tearing pain in his arm. James wanted to reflexively let go of the crystal, but it was too late. As a frightened Ronnie watched, his father's hand started to turn into crystal, becoming covered with a thick white crust. James's scream echoed throughout the entire cave. Ronnie simply froze in fear, and despite a strong desire to help his father...
For one, you can let go of the crystal.
I think the idea is that his hand turned into crystal so fast that it was, like, literally stuck there.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
also at the same time, I don't think it turns that fast.
Well, yeah,
Probably
but
not.
they are made their own version of it, where you can't let go because it happens so fast.
Yeah.
Don't let go, Jack. Never let go.
Yeah, 2.5 centimeters per minute.
So he would have had to have his hand just sitting there for at least maybe 5 minutes for his whole hand.
Yeah.
No, actually, probably closer to 10 minutes.
Yep.
You would have to be screaming for 10 minutes, not releasing, and then after 10 minutes, try to let go and realize, oh, I waited a bit too long.
Also, isn't it a white quartz?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a white corpse. Not corpse, quartz.
Yeah, so... Oh yeah, because that's the picture of the 409 right there. Like, yeah, so it's white. Why are they doing Ben 10 quartz? If you know what I mean, from that alien.
It looks more like a aquamarine color mixed with an aquamarine mixed with, well, depending on the shade, I guess it's a mint and a teal.
Oh, oh no, random person didn't get a notification for my stream.
F.
Yeah. Awesome. Also, random person, we're doing SCP-409, the contagious crystal.
You know, I'm gonna look up to see if there's an aquamarine crystal that looks like that.
I mean, most likely. Isn't there like a crystal for every color?
Well, probably, but I'm looking up specifically quartz.
Don't know what trace
Oh, I
elements would
found
lead
one
to it.
that's the right color, but it kind of looks way cooler than the video.
Of course it looks better.
How did I butcher this stuff this time? Well, for 409, so far, instead of, 2.5 centimeters per minute, it's instant.
Yeah, it, like crawled up his hand basically the instant he touched it.
Yeah, so far, that's how we gotten so far.
I mean, mind you, these are dyed quartz, but it doesn't matter. They still look hella trippy, and they're still the color, even if they had to get dyed.
Hold on, let me do that so I can show
Fancy.
stream.
Oh my god, it's quartz on the car!
The second one is actually not dyed. The first one was. It's Tibetan quartz. So I guess there's a Tibetan quartz that's a very nice greenish bluish color.
I wonder what trace elements lead to that. Because like
Yeah.
I know that like the different colors in quartz crystals comes from like various trace elements that form with them.
That's a good question.
Like if I remember correctly, red quartz is like a result of like a higher density of iron.
Yeah.
That looks so cool.
The earthen butt plug.
Oh, you had to ruin it. Thinking, look at that cool natural layering. Oh,
It
you
is very cool.
cool butt plug.
I'm not laughing what Hatchet said. On stream, I took a picture of one of the chords Jerry gave me, I think the second one, and I replaced the sun's head with the chord. Just like
Nice. Get quartzed, fucker.
I just been laughing at that. Anyways, we ready to continue?
Have I mentioned earthen butt plug? Okay, anyway.
Anyways. 3, 2, 1.
He couldn't make even the slightest movement. A few minutes later, the screams started
Oh my
to fade,
God.
and James's entire body became a solid crystal. Ronnie was speechless and continued to stare helplessly at the crystalline sculpture of his father, which continued to make creaking and snapping noises for another 20 minutes. After that, James's body exploded, shattering into thousands of pieces. By a lucky coincidence, none of the fragments hit Ronnie. All the while, the moss under James...
How the fuck?
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure, yeah. That's how physics work. This guy's got the fucking curse technique of one guy in fucking Jujutsu Kaisen, where it's like everyday normal miracles get absorbed and he forgets about them, but then like technique activates and makes it so that whenever something is about to kill him, it doesn't.
Yeah.
And he has like a number of lives. I mean, he runs out of the lives, but like he ended up being super durable until the lives ran out. This kid is that guy.
Yeah.
He got split in half. Lengthwise, I should add.
Yeah. Stand in front of a grenade. If you're lucky, the shrapnel will miss. Says random person. I don't know what's going on with Fujitech, but for some reason it's constantly showing Hatchet is constantly talking.
For some reason, watching this exact like cutscene makes me think this looks like a very low budget animated porn.
Oh my gosh, so Jiri talking fixed Hatchet on Fujitech.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
No!
And now...
No!
So are we saying fixed as in like the problem is solved, or fixed as in like the way we fix a dog or a cat?
Oh my god, fixed like the problem solved.
Was the problem solved with hentai?
Perhaps.
Anyways.
A lot of problems can be solved with hentai.
Yeah.
I would know.
Oh my god. Anyways, let's continue. 3, 2, 1.
James's feet began to rapidly turn into crystal too, spreading towards Ronnie. He knew that it was his turn next. Unable to move, he closed his eyes, awaiting his painful fate. But the crystal's path stopped when it reached the stone that Ronnie was sitting on. After recovering from shock, the teenager realized that the crystal wasn't acting on granite. As the crystal expanded and the glow became more intense, Ronnie scattered granite stones over the overgrown crystallized moss so he could walk over it, towards the cave's exit. He was eventually treated with amnestics, and James was declared missing. Now the contagious crystal is contained within the Foundation under the number SCP-409. In appearance, it's...
They just have, like, amnestic bear spray. Spray in the child's face.
Not helping my brain with that the animation looks like a badly animated hentai.
Yeah, also, can I just hit bad, wrong SCP design? Because it's a white quartz?
Yeah.
This
I mean, they
looks more
literally
like
have...
Peridot.
They have one job, and they fucked it up.
Yeah. Also, I like how for their containment cell, in order to contain it, they're just putting it on one granite block.
A single granite block.
I should have mistaken amnestic spray for air freshener. Oh my god.
Just get caught in a constant loop of amnesticizing yourself because you keep forgetting that you sprayed the air freshener.
Oh god. Yeah. Anyways, 3, 2, 1.
It's no different from ordinary quartz crystals. The anomaly measures about 1.5 meters in height and about 60 centimeters in width. Any object that comes into physical contact with the anomaly begins to crystallize after 3 hours. This, however, excludes people. Any person who touches the anomaly crystallizes instantly. The area of effect spreads at a rate of 2.5 centimeters per minute. Every cell of living...
What the fuck?
What? Okay. Congrats. You showed a person of color. This is racist as fuck. I'm just gonna say. This looks racist as fuck. This is
They're
one of those
probably hoping
racist
no one will
Wojaks.
notice because he'll die too fast. But
This is-
also, the only black person they've shown so far in the video, and the depiction is racist, and he's literally there to die.
Just come on, man.
It looks like they gave him the head from one of those Eastern Island statues.
Oh, that is not making it better. That is not making it better.
You know what I mean, right?
Yes, I know what you mean.
That should have sounded it's
Hawaii.
just more racist.
It's got a Moai head.
My God.
Oh wait, was it Moai? No, I think it's Moai. What are those called? I think it's Moai. I can't remember for sure.
Yeah, it's just. I'm also slightly laughing because of the certain arm pose they're using for him to touch the crystal.
Yes. Yeah. Let's just. We're moving on. Get this off the screen.
3, 2, 1.
Every cell of living matter becomes crystallized. As for inorganic substances, the lesions are superficial, only a few centimeters around the point of contact with the crystal. As is already clear from the story of Ronnie and James, the only material that isn't affected by the anomaly is granite. As such, the object is now kept in a granite's case. But granite won't save the victim if contact with the crystal has already occurred. Even the amputation of the affected limbs won't help. The person will feel a terrible pain, similar to that of frostbite. After their complete transformation into crystal, their body makes snapping and creaking sounds for another 20 minutes. Then it explodes with great force and shatters into countless small pieces. During the discovery and seizure of the object, the Foundation lost many employees. Unlike Ronnie, they didn't realize soon enough that granite was the only thing that could protect them. However, anomalous object SCP-500, better known as Panacea, could reverse a person's crystallization. A fully crystallized D-Class employee was exposed to a red SCP-500 tablet.
No,
After 9
it was
days-
not. That's. Oh my god. Stop acting like it's instant.
Right.
He was not fully crystallized.
No.
Uh,
It was mostly crystallized, but not fully.
yeah, mostly.
Okay, I think I found a more accurate version, accurate picture of what they're showing their version of it is.
Oh, yeah.
Although I'm pretty positive that's an AI picture.
Oh, God. Well, I'm not showing that on stream.
If it makes you feel better, the description says nature stock image. I just don't trust it. It doesn't look right to me.
That's fair.
Are they saying they just tapped the crystal with a pill? Yes. That's exactly what they're saying. They just you know, rubbed a pill on the crystal and he turned back to normal.
Well, here's a picture that doesn't look AI, but it also looks shaped.
Oh, I just remember one thing in a Reddit post that everyone on the Reddit agreed would be a terrible idea, is if they dropped 409 into the 610 pit.
Oh god, why, man?
Yeah, that would just make things worse.
My favorite activity is converting all of the 610 into crystals that will explode and infect everything else.
I feel like my search for a crystal, the closest green to that, feels partially like a search for crystals, but also like a search for crystals in very awkward shapes.
Yeah.
You see.
Rub some aspirin on your skin, that'll cure your pneumonia. My God,
I mean if it's my aspirin from Potion Simulator, then maybe.
Yeah. Anyways, 3, 2, 1.
days, the victim had fully recovered. But another 4 days after that, they felt severe muscle and joint pain, which then also passed. However, the number of miracle pills is strictly limited. The Foundation has less than 50 of them. The
Yep.
origin of the drug is unknown, and production of it's impossible, at least in the near future. So for now, Foundation scientists can only engage in more detailed studies of the nature of the crystal, observing all precautions, because in the event of a mishap, management is unlikely to allocate another miracle pill. According to all its properties, including its chemical formula, the object is completely identical to quartz. Only thing is, it acts like a seed crystal, which is placed in a special liquid or solution to cause a complete crystallization of that solution. There are several details worth mentioning when it comes to these processes. Usually, bodies that are in a liquid or gaseous state crystallize, but the crystallization itself is nothing more than the solidification of those bodies. For example, ice is just crystallized water. A person, despite the presence of a large amount of water in the body, is still considered a solid body. Like many objects that the anomaly comes into contact with, under normal circumstances, they're unable to crystallize, except for during frostbite, when bodily secretions can turn into ice crystals. However, SCP-409 first turns the object into liquid or gas. But this stage occurs so quickly and imperceptibly that even Foundation researchers cannot record it.
Where are you getting that information?
His ass.
Information that it turns a person's body liquid or gas, and gas at all. It turns into a crystal.
Nice argument, Senator. We want to back that up with a source? My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Written person says, then how do you know it in all caps?
My source is I made it the fuck up.
Yeah. Anyways, in 3, 2, 1.
First, all of the person's or object's molecular bonds break down under the crystal's influence. After the body part becomes liquid for a fraction of a second, it
Oh my
immediately
God.
begins to turn to crystal. When this process is
No.
completed, the crystallized body starts to intensively draw in the surrounding air. Dry ice is blown up using approximately the same technique, when it's surrounded on all sides by intense air jets. This process is accompanied by crackling and creaking sounds, after which the mass explodes and shatters into pieces. Nevertheless, if the individual stages of infection by the contagious crystal are now relatively understood, the whole process still remains a mystery. And it's not at all clear whether SCP-409 is a natural or man-made phenomenon. I'm leaning towards the first option, but with a slight
Oh my
amendment. This crystal was formed under natural conditions, but not on planet Earth. Ultra-high pressure was most likely needed to create the crystal, which cannot be recreated on our planet, even with technology. The pressure now contained in the crystal was probably so strong that, by inertia, it's transmitted to any other object it comes into contact with the exception of granite. If this is the case, then the stage where a person is transformed into liquid, which I mentioned earlier, doesn't actually exist. The contagious crystal most likely came to our planet along with a meteorite, after which
What?
I just... Bruh. Have you ever thought about sitting down and not spewing bullshit everywhere?
I don't
You
know.
should
And
try it sometime.
also, I have no idea if what he said about dry ice is true.
I don't fucking know. Maybe.
Right.
I don't trust this source.
Right. Anyways, continuing. 3, 2, 1.
which it settled inside a granite cave. The granite couldn't succumb to the crystal's effect, because to the anomaly, it was a totally unfamiliar material. Some
What?
scientists call granite the calling card of planet Earth, since it's almost impossible to find granite beyond Earth's atmosphere. You're more likely to find living organisms, especially considering the SCP Foundation and I know for a fact that
What?
extraterrestrial life exists. And this suggests another hypothesis, one regarding the man-made origin of the anomalous crystals. Perhaps alien civilizations specifically placed them inside granite rock formations. This was a kind of time bomb, a deferred plan to destroy life on planet Earth. Several large crystals were hidden in different places around the planet. According to the plan, people are meant to find them sooner or later. Due to humanity's low level of intelligence, according to aliens, people won't be able to cope with the anomaly and will die one by one. While they clearly
Then where's the others? Where's the other crystals? Okay, random person looked it up. Huh. Okay, the dry ice thing is true. Neat. Okay.
Alright. Listen up, guys. I got my own theory, okay? The crystal was actually created by Festus.
Oh my
Festus
God.
made the crystal with the intent of destroying all life on Earth because he's a sick motherfucker. I know what you are, Festus. I know what you intend. You can't hide from me.
Oh
Ugh. Anyway, my source is the same as Detective Void's, being that I just pulled it out of thin air.
my god. Yeah. I love Brandon Person's message. The sense vibes of a conspiracy theorist that goes from the rich manipulating the public to flat Earth.
Yeah.
Oh my god. 3, 2, 1.
Underestimated the Foundation's readiness to deal with these kind of difficulties. Although the contagious crystals were most likely put on our planet back when humanity was in the primitive stages of development. And perhaps it was done by
Oh
those
my
who
God.
populated our planet with people. Presumably over
What?
time, humanity will become too dangerous. And when their curiosity leads people to the crystals, then the time will come for humanity's self-destruction. Apparently, the plan failed. Our civilization has made progress both technically and intellectually, but so far only one crystal has been found. The idea that the other crystals have not yet been discovered, and that there may be quite a lot of them, is very frightening. However, another thought
Hey.
just occurred to me. Maybe the crystals aren't meant to kill people, but rather to protect something hidden deep in the bowels of the earth from their
Okay.
unnecessary attention.
My god.
What?
This idea is very frightening. I just thought up a scenario and it's spooky. That's all this is.
Yeah.
Is the scenario at all related to the SCP?
No.
No. No, but I
I
thought it
will
up.
admit, I've been trying to look away from the video because every time I look at it, it looks like something I'd see in a porn video. This isn't helping.
Honestly, I'm not even. Honestly, like I'm not even getting that vibe.
A strange, semi-translucent liquid.
I mean, well, yeah, like this image maybe, but like the video itself, I don't really get the vibe of it. being,
Maybe
like,
I just keep having very unfortunate times it's paused.
Fair enough.
uh,
Anyways, 3, 2, 1.
Seems to me like this hypothesis stands a chance. Just what are they guarding, though? Secret laboratories? An unknown kind of hazardous mineral? Or is there an entire high-tech civilization underground? Share your theories in the comments below this video.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then suddenly we were at Hollow Earth theory.
Yep. Alright. Removal of characters / license.
Characters weren't really removed.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Was the license good?
Yeah, license is good, but I don't think they mentioned this doctor. They mentioned the subject, but they didn't mention the doctor.
Oh,
How the fuck you...
I don't.
Huh?
Uh,
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I don't know if I don't know if I'd count that as significant enough to add a point.
If random person also looked, nope, not a single tail for 409.
Yeah.
So you think 0?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that's wrong. That's wrong. Whoops. Well, we'll fix that later. Wrong SCP. Alright, alter / added gore or
Alright.
violence.
You could just press undo a couple times.
Oh, yeah, good. Anyways, alter / added gore or violence.
I would definitely say it's altered
Mm-hmm.
gore violence for the fucking crystallization to happen instantaneously.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe a 1.
Oh, you agree with that too, Cherry?
Yeah.
Alright, deviates from the plot of the article.
I
Uh,
the first half of it, for the most part, was consistent.
Yeah.
Um, then it went off the deep end like normal.
Yeah.
I'd say 2.
You agree as well, Jerry?
yeah, considering 3 and 4 is what we would use if it looked less and less like it had any of the original plot. But it did have the original plot. It's just they added
Or
fuckery. 2 makes sense.
no, either that or like they just add so many random SCPs that it like ends up diverging to the point of absurdity, like with the clockwork virus.
Yeah, I'm seeing if there's any more people than anyone who isn't white that is other than the certain depiction. And no.
Yeah. Were there any women?
No, not that I saw. Double check. I'm just seeing men. Unless the aliens are somehow female, I don't know.
How do we determine the gender of the aliens?
Oh, I missed the Clockwork Virus. Oh, Jesus Christ, the Clockwork Virus video. You're glad you missed it.
Just go watch the VOD if you want to watch it. It's
Yeah.
not good.
Just so you
Yeah.
know, random, you're gonna hurt yourself when you watch it, but you're probably gonna watch it anyway.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna watch us suffer.
Yep. Alright, so, because of that one depiction of a black man, as well as there's no woman, what should we do? Like a 3?
I'd be fine with a 3.
Yeah, 3.
Oh, wait, did random person see the depiction?
Let's
Oh
just not.
no.
Oh, wait, yeah, they
Let's
did.
not.
Yeah, they did. There. I forgot. They saw.
I think they came in like very shortly afterward.
That means you
I
they
don't
have not
think
seen
so.
it.
I don't think so. I don't want to see it again, man.
I'll flash it real quick.
That's a hand.
I prefer the hand.
There it is. Anyways. So,
Oh, that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it did better than the previous one.
That's not saying much.
Do we have time for one more, or are we just so exhausted from this content farm?
Well, what's 2806?
I don't remember his nickname, but it's an Anderson's Robotics SCP.
I
And
feel like my
it's
brain has given out for the night.
a bit long. Or the
Okay,
others.
that's a hard pass.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah. Oh yeah, random person did see that. So yeah, I think the worst video of the night was the Clockwork Virus. Oh wait, I forgot to say one thing before we go over. I forgot to do this. With the refix in the video. For 409, we got clickbait thumbnail, racism, wrong SCP design, deviated plot, added unneeded plot, and no, we did not get a bingo.
Bam.
Yeah. I need to see the VOD. Yeah. Yeah, and granted, usually after stream, I end up putting the VOD on the channel. How bad was the Clockwork Virus? And also, the VOD is public after I'm streaming on Twitch. So you should be able to see it on Twitch the second I'm done streaming. Because the first part of it, the first half, wasn't bad with the Clockwork Virus. Then it went to shit. I'm correct about that, right?
Perhaps.
Like, I'll give you a little freebie what happened in person. Like, it talked about the Ouroboros cycle at one point in the video. What? Choose streaming. No. What's the name of that person? Cookie T. Got it.
I feel like having another Andy's chocolate at this rate. I'll be out.
Oh, you know what they say. The chocolate consumption can never cause any bad things. Eat all the chocolate.
Yeah.
This message was brought to you by Hershey's.
I'm pretty sure Hershey's would not enjoy you saying that because Andy's is not under their umbrella.
Yeah. Yes, this person's YouTuber, but also want to hear about the ethics committee killing the O5. Oh, yeah, it didn't go that far into the Ouroboros cycle. It just mainly talked about the broken god part.
Basically, they likely came to the end of the Clockwork virus and thought, so this is not going to be enough to fill up a whole video that I want to make maximum ad bucks off. So let's just go to the fucking hub for the Church of the Broken God and continually call the Church of a Broken God a hub. Like, I
Yeah.
call all the GOIs hubs because they only know how to use it as hubs for
Yeah.
some reason. Uh, but
Yeah, they do, random person. They do that. Yeah. Yeah, and it's the church's broken god. In case you're wondering. Yeah, but Jared, you have any last words for stream?
And remember, if you're feeling stressed, you can always go for an Andy's chocolate. It's made by the Andes Company, which was started by a Greek immigrant.
Huh.
Has chocolate higher quality than Hershey's, which is not difficult, and a nice refreshing mint that is not too over minty.
I do love me
It's
some
just the right
Andes.
amount of mint, very gentle.
Andes is good.
Shit,
So if
last
you ever
words.
hear anyone say anything stupid, just grab an Andes and try to keep it to one.
God.
Try and fail.
I don't think they did the space whale in person. Yeah, also, let your last words go.
Uh, and remember, kids, smoking Hershey's chocolate in a pipe is probably not a good idea, but I'm gonna try it anyway.
Oh my god.
I'm going to inhale the chocolate.
What the fuck?
Inhale chocolate smoke, man. It's good. Except probably not.
Also, Dangerous, before I go with my raid, so sorry, I shall obey without question. Oh my god. If, um, I love my DMs on TikTok with Momo because I send him like dark humor and sometimes very dark humor, and he sends me Furby videos. That's the relationship at this point.
That's a reasonable response.
The thing is, he started it with the Furby video, so I said with dark humor one, and I expected him to say what the fuck, but no, then he continues going with Furby videos. My plan backfired.
Of course your plan backfired.
Furby is dark. Furbies should be annihilated. That's my opinion on that.
No, they shouldn't.
I don't have a fear of them. I just feel uncomfortable. And I just want them
Oh
gone.
god. Oh god. Oh,
What?
oh. I went to GIFs, type in Furby, so that I can, like, send you a Furby to harass you. And one of the GIFs is a Furby being crushed in a hydraulic press, and it's the most mesmerizingly horrifying thing I've ever seen in a while.
That sounds like nightmare fuel.
Was the Furby completely
Ugh.
and utterly destroyed?
Do you know what a hydraulic press is?
Yes.
Then you already know the answer. Look up long Furby. Well, I know what a long Furby is.
That needs to be set on fire.
No, it does not. You will not set people's hard work on fire, Aaron.
If they bring it near me, I will.
No, you will not.
Anyone who brings me a Furby in real life, I will burn it. Or 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 I will throw it in the air a little bit and kick it into oblivion. anyways, Station Owls, we'll be rating Fizz Bones. Um, you guys be good with them. Death to all Furbies, and if I want those things turned on in the choice, it turned itself on. Oh god. At that point, definitely burn it.
Wait, what was said?
A random person had one of those things in their toy chest and it turned itself on by its own.
Well, I mean, Furbies don't really get turned off in the first place. They just kind of go into sleep mode when it's dark. But things can malfunction, which is very fair. That is creepy.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, I'll see you Danger Novels later. Tomorrow me and Jerry are gonna continue on Midwest Angelica, which is really good at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited for it tomorrow. And
Midwest Angelica?
it's an analog horror that mixes SCP-610 from space with Christianity.
I see. The name alone sounds like it'd be a stripper name.
Oh my god. Anyways, I'll see you guys later and goodbye. Yeah, it got nuked on the last episode. Random person's last message.